Hello again. Let's talk about the rest of discussion about the challenging situation of justice system of WA. As I mentioned in the past in my previous videos, these insights mostly coming from direct first-hand interactions that I had with different part of the justice system in this jurisdiction. After reviewing the situation of Magistrate Court of WA, I now want to give some insight about the situation of Family Court of Western Australia. Interestingly, I never expected that I end up doing litigation within Family Court jurisdiction. However, due to very unique reasons, and which actually are related to the core legal arguments and my main legal battles, I found myself litigating within Family Court of WA since early 2024. Reasons that somewhat giving a kind of cinematic storyline to my life journey. In my experiences with this jurisdiction, it became clear to me that it is a very problematic jurisdiction alongside Magistrate Court of WA. Both are the most problematic jurisdictions in WA. Technically, what I've seen was a complete state of disarray in this jurisdiction and in this court. And at the same time, it was very obvious that for certain reason, certain officials or office of certain officials in particular, now then corrupt Attorney General of the state, John Quilly, they were intervening in my cases, and then there were some directions coming to persuade some court officials to breach the law and damage the conduct of my legal matters. Let's start with Chief Judge of this jurisdiction, Chief Judge Sutherland. She is one of the specific type of corrupt judicial officer. She is a confused and corrupt judicial officer. And apart from the disastrous situation of this court, which is only could be in this way due to negligence and also willful blindness of the head of the jurisdiction, she also in other occasions acted corruptly in relation to my cases. One of the things was that when they realized that in this jurisdiction, also in the Supreme Court, that even without lawyer, I'm doing my cases myself and moving forward in a proper way in my cases, they start to implement other sanction and put other hurdles to make my litigation against those who breach the law very hard. One of them was to block my access to the court. They said that you just, because I was accusing some of the judges in the form of a written complaint, they said that now you are dangerous for the court, you cannot enter the court. And it started with the corrupt and dirty Chief Justice of Supreme Court, Peter Quinlan. And I'm going to deal with that in due course. He started to prevent my presence in Supreme Court and said that you can only do your litigation through video conferencing links. It is the very interesting things. I will talk about it in the near future, about more details about what happened in this regard in Supreme Court of WA. But then the same pattern was followed in family court. This and the Chief Judge Sutherland issued a letter. I will publish the letter like hopefully soon. And in the letter, without relying on any fact, like without stating that what has happened, that she she said that you have had inappropriate conduct in other court jurisdictions, without saying that what was inappropriate conduct. And technically it was the fact that I was standing against corruption and corrupt act of some of the judicial officers that was inappropriate in their eyes. But then without relying, at the end of that letter, without relying on any provision of law, is that you cannot attend the court building. So that's the situation and the way that they try to stop me from pursuing what is right. And it's not going to work, because I'm going to follow my principles, and I'm going to continue pursuing those who in the justice system actually sabotaging my right, the right of my patient, and also in a larger and broader spectrum sabotaging the administration of justice. So this is my path now. Anyway, so another peculiar figure in this court is a person, a judicial officer, a justice named Justice Richard O'Brien. He is the only justice that I have seen acting arrogantly and disrespectfully, because you may know that among all other type of judicial officers, for example, we have registrars, commissioners, magistrates. Justices are the highest rank. I've never seen a justice to act impolitely and arrogantly in the courtroom, at least in my experiences, in direct experiences that are numerous. I have many experiences over the past now 5 years of litigating. Even those justices that I accuse them of being corrupt, like Peter Quinlan, like Michael Lundberg, and Paul Tuttle, they are acting respectfully within the courtroom. They do the corrupt things, but they are not acting disrespectfully. They are not behaving disrespectfully. But this arrogant justice, like Justice O'Brien, from the start of a proceeding, he was acting like a drug dealer that you see, a drug dealer mobster you see in a movie. Like a very foul-mouthed justice, just talking disrespectfully, slurring words, and then the tone of talking, his body language, all are exactly like a thug, a drug dealer. So this, as if it looks like he's not sitting there to deliver justice. He's sitting there to deliver drug to people, illicit drug, I mean. So yeah, he acted utmost like corrupt way that he could in my cases, and that was the situation with this justice in the family court. I complained about it. All of the things that I'm saying and sharing here I have already complained and put them in my complaints, like this matter of Justice O'Brien and his like arrogant attitude, among other things, has been already reported to member of judiciary since May 2024, nearly 10 months. Now I'm sharing it with public. Another peculiar figure of this court is principal registrar of this court, Leonid Forrest. This principal registrar has done at least 7 to 8 breach of law in my cases. And it was very obvious that she was doing it under the direct pressure from our former dirty Attorney General, John Quigley, which I think he is technically crime mastermind in the state. John Quigley is going to be remembered when everything about his crimes become revealed in the next few years, and he will be remembered by people due to his extensive crimes and also the damages that he done to the justice system of WA within 8 years of his presence in the office. Anyway, Principal Registrar Lemonade Forrest. Some of the contraventions that she has done, at least one or two, they are contempt of the court. Like, they can be treated as a contempt of the court. Normally, it is litigants that are committing contempt of the court, but in Family Court of Western Australia, it was the Principal Registrar of the court. I had 2 or 3 interactions with a family court magistrate. She looked to be very dignified, and one of the 3 magistrates that I've seen so far acting respectfully and seemed to be dignified member of the judiciary. And then, among all other things, I need to say this thing, and I personally appreciate that. She didn't rule in my favor, or because there were some we had some hearing, but it ended up going to, before Richard O'Brien. However, that family court magistrate, I believe, acted in a dignified manner. So stay tuned. I'll come back to you with experiences about justice system, and I'm going to name these people. They can go to court. I don't know why they don't have courage to go to court, because I just keep asking them to go to court, and technically it should be federal court or high court. Sue me. But they know that if they come to court, the defense of truth is sitting there, and all of the things that I'm saying and accusing them of are backed by extensive body of evidence. See you soon with my experience with other jurisdictions.